भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिन्निति नामिनी। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिनी। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देगं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पदे गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वरा परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंदा सर्व कारण कारणम। हरे कृष्ण। By Krishna's causeless mercy, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita every day. So we are in the 10th chapter. We are almost close to the end of the 10th chapter. We finished 38 slokas in the 10th chapter. So which has got only about 42 verses. So we have only another 4 more verses to finish the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the opulence of the absolute. So in this chapter, because Arjuna asked such a very important question, Arjuna asked Krishna to show to explain. Basically, he's going to, of course, ask Krishna to show his Viswarupa, universal form, in the next chapter, in the 11th chapter, which we are going to study at length. But in this 10th chapter, Arjuna is asking Krishna to explain about his vibhuti, about his opulence, unlimited opulences. So that way we are understanding how Krishna is the best in everything, how Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and he is the best in everything. So wherever we see someone is doing great, that strength, that power, that energy, everything is coming from Krishna. So that's what we need to understand. So that way we should be able to see Krishna everywhere. So Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and he can do anything. Mayadhyakshena prakriti suyate se charachara hetunanena kaunteya jagat viparivartana. Krishna said that this entire universe is working under my direct supervision. So Mayadhyakshena means under my supervision. So that way only demons say that there is no God in control. Because we want to see God means we want to see with our eyes. The problem is we don't even understand that in the electromagnetic radiation, so which has got a very, very broad range of the frequencies, so, and also the wavelength. So in that, the visible band is very, very tiny, the visible band where we can see the light. So everything beyond that, we can't even see it. We can't even do that. We can't even handle it. Now what to speak about seeing? We can't even handle it. Like X-rays or gamma rays or other, even ultraviolet rays. We are worried so much about ultraviolet rays. So everything is a problem. So that way we need to understand that with our limited sense means our eyes can see only those waves within that visible spectrum. That's it, very tiny, only within that visible spectrum. Similarly for hearing also. So there is some audible range, frequency. We cannot hear after that, above that or below that. So that way even some animals have got better hearing capacity than us. So similarly, even for visual also, some birds like an eagle which is flying very high in the sky can spot its prey very easily, which we can't even do that. So that way, we need to understand that we have only limited senses. With limited senses, if we see that, if we say that I can believe in God only if I see God, that means we are never going to believe in God and we are never going to see God. It is not possible. So that way, the modern science says that they can believe in soul only if they can see soul. In fact, when the modern science is able to accept the existence of electrons, so we should be able to accept the existence of soul also. By the same science, when we are able to accept the existence of energy or mass, so, and we also derive laws that can neither be created nor be destroyed. So the same with the soul. The soul can neither be created nor be destroyed. So the soul is a scientific fact that we are not the body, we are the soul. The soul is there in our body. And similarly, there is Krishna, the super soul, the supreme personality of Godhead. He is there everywhere and he is controlling everything. We should be able to see the signs. We are able to send satellites, small satellites. So that just goes out of our earth and then just it revolves around the earth. So we understand. So what about the natural satellite? We call it as the natural satellite. That is the moon. So which is far away from the earth, very huge, and it is going around the earth, and it is supplying light to the earth during the night. It gets from the sun and gives it and gives the juice to all the vegetables and fruits, all the plants. Somo bhutva rasatmakaga. That's what Krishna is saying there. Somo bhutva rasatmakaga. So being a moon, I supply the juice. That's what Krishna is saying there. Gamavisya cha bhutani dharayami aham ojasa pushnami chausadihi sarvaha somo bhutva rasatmakaha. I enter into each planet and by my energy they stay in orbit. Gamavisya cha bhutani dharayami aham ojasa Pushnami Chausadigi Sarvaga Somo Bhutva Rasatmaka. So that way Krishna is there everywhere. And this material world is working under Krishna's direct supervision. So there is a perfect science. The way the earth is, the distance from the earth from the sun, and the way the earth revolves around the sun, and the earth while it's going around the sun, it rotates itself also at a specific angle to the sun, so that it can receive the maximum light to the earth. So there is a design. There is a design. If it is not in that specific angle, then we cannot even survive here. Then it will be either too hot or it will be either too cold. So that way, everything is perfectly designed. When you are able to see that design, then how can we say that we don't believe in God? That is utter stupidness, nonsense. So when we are able to see the design, perfect design, excellent design, and the seasons are working very nicely. So Krishna is saying that of all the seasons, I am the flower-bearing spring. The way the earth gets the rain, how it gets the water from the ocean, and then that salt water, it completely purifies, and just the rainwater is the purest one. Of course, we are contaminating the atmosphere with all kinds of pollutants, emissions. So otherwise, even the rainwater is very pure water, very, very pure. So that way, Krishna is saying that, tapami aham varsham nigrihnami utsrujami. So I am the heat, I am the rain. Tapami aham varsham nigrihnami utsrujami. So I withhold and send forth. So I am the heat, I am the rain, I withhold and send forth. Rasogam apsu kaunteya. I am the taste in water. Krishna is saying that Rasogam apsu kaunteya. I am the taste in water. I am the smell in the earth. I am the fragrance in the earth. Punyo gandaga prithvivyamcha. So that way, Krishna is everything, and Krishna is the source of everything. And Krishna has designed this well very nicely. and it's a perfect design, and we should be able to see that design that's working. And even in our body, so many complex mechanisms are happening. A lot of things are happening in our body very fast. They're happening in a very, very nanoseconds, very, very fast. So inside our cell itself, in each and every cell, there are so much of work going on. Everything is getting transported, proteins are made up, and the genes are getting, they are transcribed, and then they are getting translated, and then the proteins are made, and they are sent to different parts within our cell, and there are vesicular movements. All those things are happening in our body. So many things are happening just inside one small cell, which is so tiny we cannot even see with our naked eyes. So that much science is there, and we are able to see all these signs starting from how this like periodic table we have, how we are finding out all the elements. Even all the elements are all they are all arranged in specific order based on the atomic number. All those things are all signs. When we are able to find this science, when we are able to find the periodicity, when we are able to see all those things, then how can we not understand that there is God in control? Simply only demons say that there is no God in control. So that's what the demons say. So there is no God in control. So that way we should not be demons. We should be, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we should believe in Krishna. That is the main thing. And once we believe in Krishna, once we realize, once we understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so then our life is going to be very, very excellent, very beautiful. Because we have complete knowledge. We got the complete knowledge. Without that, if we just depend on the modern scientists, all the science and everything, we will be in trouble. So just one virus, it took almost a year to get the vaccine. And that also still we don't know how everybody is going to get it so quickly. And what if Krishna gives so many different viruses at the same time? We can't handle it. We need to understand. We need to understand that we are completely depending on Krishna, and this is the Dukkhalayam. This is a miserable place. So in this miserable place, we cannot plan on a permanent blissful life. That's not going to happen. So only a person who has got the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, who has got the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, only that person can actually minimize all the sufferings. Minimize means completely eradicate all the miseries of material existence. Otherwise, we will be going through all these miseries, life after life. There is no doubt about it. So that's what is happening in our life. In our life, without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, that's what is happening. We are wrongly identifying ourselves with this body. We think that we are this body. So, and everyday activities are centered towards only our body. Every day, whatever we plan, whatever we do, whatever we think, everything is centered only towards our body. Everything, our relations, our thinking, our plans, and everything, whatever we think, whatever we make, everything is just focusing only about our body. So, but this body itself is such a science. There is happening, like the way we are able to balance everything. We are able to things. There is within our ear itself. There is a vestibular system. So that's a very, very complicated system. That's why we are able to sit straight and turn around and do all those things. So that way our body is actually itself is designed. So there is a design. Without that design, it is not possible for us to do all these activities. So there is a perfect design in it. So if there is a design in it, there is a designer. So the designer is Krishna. If there is a creation, there is a creator. So that creator is Krishna. So the controller Maheswara is Krishna. Sarvaloka Maheswaram. So that's what we need to understand. We need to recognize that Krishna is there everywhere, and everything is happening by Krishna, under Krishna's directions. Everything is working under Krishna's directions. So that is the knowledge we should have with this power. Once we have that knowledge, once we realize that Krishna is everything, and then we connect with Krishna and do everything for Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then we will be able to completely remember Krishna all the time. So that way we will be able to forget our temporary life, what we are having here. Every day, whatever we are doing, everything is useless things. Everything is temporary things. Whatever we do, whatever we achieve, we go, we earn, we do a lot of things, this and that, and all those things. Ahara, Nidra, Bayo, Maithunam. So these are all Pasubir Naraha. These are all animalistic activities. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Ahara, nidra, bio, maitram. So eating, sleeping, defending and mating. So, but we are not animals. We are humans. Our brain is very special. We can do a lot of things. We can plan a lot of things. We only can ask the question about who am I? And we can only find out about God, Krishna. So that love towards Krishna, that loving relationship with Krishna can come only with this human body. Even if you go to heavenly planets like Swargaloka, there also, it is very difficult to remember Krishna and go to Krishna as well. Krishna is saying that wherever we go, we will come to this earth only. So this is a launching pad for us to go to Goloka. Like for example, when you want to send rockets or satellites by rockets, so you don't place that launching station anywhere in the place. You just select the place where you can launch it. So the best place. So like that, for us to eject ourselves, to get to escape from this material veil. So this material veil everywhere, even if you go to like Swargalokas or Narakalokas, Padala Lokas, wherever we go. So the only way to go to Goloka, that is Krishna's veil, is this earth. This earth is the place, and this human body is the vehicle. This human body is using this human body with this mind. Only we can free ourselves from all bondage and just go to Krishna. So that's why even if you go up to Brahma Loka, we need to come back to this earth. Brahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartino Arjuna. Only if you go to Krishna's well, we won't come back. So in order to go to Krishna's well, we need to effectively make use of this human body. So that way this human body is very, very, very special. There is no doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. And we have got that body. And with that human body, we have got the opportunity to study Bhagavad Gita. To understand Bhagavad Gita. We have got the opportunity to study and understand Bhagavad Gita. This is a very, very rare opportunity. Only 1 in 1,000 can get this opportunity, can make use of this opportunity. Only 1 in 1,000. And we are all that 1 in 1,000. So we have got that opportunity. Because people in this world are so busy for various reasons. They're going after material sense objects. They're going after so many things in this material world, just wasting every day, every time. Because this time is very, very precious. We cannot waste time. Because time is Krishna. We need to effectively use all the time in the service of Krishna. That's all possible only by Krishna's mercy only. Only if we simply have faith on Krishna, if we just believe in Krishna and study this Bhagavad Gita and do everything for Krishna, then by Krishna's mercy, we will be able to effectively make use of this life. So that way, this Bhagavad Gita knowledge is going to be very, very helpful. There is simply no other way for us to free ourselves from this material bondage, from the material modes of nature. Knowledge is the key. Knowledge is very, very important. Because the only reason we are suffering and struggling in this material world is because of ignorance. That is the fact. Because of the ignorance, we don't have any knowledge about our own self. We don't have any knowledge about the super soul. That is Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. So this knowledge is very, very important. Ajnanen avritam. Jnanam. Ajnanen avritam. Tena muhyanti jantavaga. Ajnanen avritam jnanam. Our knowledge is covered by ajnana, ignorance. And our knowledge is covered by kama and krota. Avritam jnanam etena. Jnanino nitya vairina. Kama rupena kaunteya duspurena analena. Jnana vijnana nasanam. It is destroying our knowledge. It's covering our knowledge. So Jagisatru Mahabaho. So we need to win. We need to fight. We need to control. We need to control. We need to control our mind. We need to control our senses. We need to kill. We need to kill this. We need to win over this our Satru, our enemy. So there is the Kama Rupam Durasanam. There is the Kama Rupa. There is the lust. There is the desires. The desires to enjoy material sense objects. So that should go away from us. We should not be focusing our mind on the material sense objects. We should not be wasting our time simply by thinking about the material sense objects. We should only focus completely on Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. That opportunity is knocking our door. That opportunity has come to us. So it's a great opportunity. We cannot miss this opportunity at all. We got this opportunity and we need to get this knowledge. And once we get this knowledge, once we become a devotee of Krishna, Krishna is very clearly saying that to my devotees, to show my special mercy, I destroy the darkness of ignorance by the shining lamp of knowledge. Nasayami. Aham ajnanajam tamaga nasayami atma bhavasto jnana deepena bhasvata. So with the lamp of knowledge, Krishna will destroy the darkness of ignorance. So we have a lot of work to do for Krishna. We have a lot of opportunities to serve Krishna. So the opportunities are there for us. Krishna has given us job already. We don't have to apply for any job. We don't have to worry or think about it, whether we will get job or not. We don't have to worry about the job security, nothing. We are completely 100%, more than 100%, we are insured by Krishna. In this world, we go and for everything we will get insurance, life insurance, vehicle insurance, this insurance, medical insurance, that insurance, everything we are trying to insure. But Krishna is saying that you just throw away everything, just surrender unto me, I will take care of everything. If we just completely depend on Krishna, then Krishna will insure for us. Krishna, the real life insurance is actually Goloka insurance. This is the Goloka insurance. So we are insured to go to Goloka. We can ensure that by studying Bhagavad Gita, we can go to Goloka. So that way, the real insurance for the soul is given by Krishna. This Bhagavad Gita is the knowledge. So if we just get the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, if we just focus on Krishna, if we surrender unto Krishna, if we depend on Krishna, if we don't worry about anything in this material world, so then there is so much of job is already waiting for us. The job opportunity. Krishna has already given us the offer. And what is that job? Get this knowledge and give this knowledge. That's it. Gain this knowledge and get this knowledge, distribute, give this knowledge. That's it. So we are getting this knowledge, we are understanding this Bhagavad Gita, and we simply have to go and deliver this knowledge to everywhere. So that job only if we do, then there is enough. There is tremendous opportunity for us to do. Any business when they start, many business when they want to do, they will be exploring about their customer base. They will be doing a lot of research on their business, how they can grow their business, how they can improve like so many things. So that's how all the businesses, they are thinking about it. That way we have got our business. Our business is to serve Krishna. Our business is actually to grow the devotees base. So we need to identify all the devotees and this is a business. This is Krishna's business. So Krishna's business. So we need to work in this business. So this is our job. Our job is not worrying about anything. Just go and identify the devotees. We know very well we cannot make everyone devotees. That is not even our goal. That is not even our goal that everyone should follow Bhagavad Gita, everyone should follow Krishna. No, that's not going to happen. We know very well that only devotees can follow Bhagavad Gita. Only devotees can understand Bhagavad Gita. Because Bhagavad Gita is the most confidential knowledge. It is the Raja Guhyam. So it is the secret knowledge. So this Bhagavad Gita can be understood only by devotees. So we just have to do that service, that business, identify the devotees. Like any business, when they do it, they will find out, they know that their products is not for everyone. So their products, depending upon what type of product, so they will target the particular sector, particular people, so whom they will buy it. So like that here, we need to target the devotees, identify the devotees and give this knowledge. So then our job is be well done actually. Then Krishna has already given this job. All these things we can do well, not without losing what we are doing every day. Our regular job, our going to office, or our studying, our working and getting money and taking care of the family. All those things can go as usual. There is no need to change anything. There is no need to stop anything. Still that can go. But this job is in parallel, we can do this as the primary job for Krishna. So that way, this Bhagavad Gita is very, very important. So in the Bhagavad Gita, in the 10th chapter, we finished this sloka number 38 yesterday. Krishna said that, Dando damayatam asmi nitirasmi jigi satam maunam chaivasmi guhyanam jnanavatam. That's what Krishna said. So Dando damayatam asmi. So Krishna is the punishment. So Dando damayatam asmi. Among all means of suppressing lawlessness, I am the punishment. Dando damayatam asmi. Niti rasmi jigi satam. So of those who seek victory, I am the morality. That's why Niti rasmi jigi satam. Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam. Of all the secrets, I am the silence. So Krishna is the silence. So that's what Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam. Jnanam jnanavatam aham. So for those who possess knowledge, that knowledge itself, I am that knowledge. That's what Krishna is saying. Now, in the next sloka, sloka number 39, Krishna is saying that in the 10th chapter, Yachapi sarvabhutanam bijam tadaham Arjuna natadasti vinayatsyan maya bhutam characharam. That's what Krishna is saying. Yachapi sarvabhutanam bijam tadaham Arjuna. Bija means the seed. So Krishna is saying that of all beings, so I am the of all existence, sarvabhutanam, I am the generating seed. So bijam mam sarvabhutanam. So that's why Krishna said that sarvayonisha kaunteya murteya sambhavandiya tasam brahma mahadyonihi aham bijam prathakasita. Bija means seed. So I am the seed giving father. So that's what Krishna is saying here. Yachapi sarvabhutanam bijam tadaham Arjuna. So I am the seed. So I am the generating seed of all existence. That's what Krishna is saying here. And natatasti vinayatsyan. So there is nothing else without me. So without me there is nothing, both moving or non-moving. Chara, achara. Chara is moving, achara is non-moving. So there is nothing which can exist without me. Both moving or non-moving, nothing can exist without me. That's what Krishna is saying. So Krishna is everything. So without Krishna, there is nothing. Krishna, without Krishna, there is nothing. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattaga sarvam pravartate. Mattaga parataram na anyate kinchittasya dhananjayam mayi sarvam idam proktam sutre manikanaya. So without Krishna, there is nothing. So Krishna's mercy is really, really great. So Krishna's mercy is there for us. There is no doubt about it. And we have to simply receive that, accept that mercy, and simply get this knowledge and follow what Krishna says. And just don't worry about the results. Let's not worry about, oh, I'm not able to control my mind. It's very difficult to control. Arjuna himself told Krishna that it's very difficult to control the mind. So then what to speak of us? It is difficult. There is no doubt. But we will get it. We'll get there. So we need to keep trying it. We need to depend on Krishna and do everything for Krishna. Then by Krishna's causeless mercy, it is going to happen. Definitely it will happen because Krishna is going to help us. So we are on the right path. We are in the right direction and we have got the opportunity. And this human life is very special and it's very rare. And we have got this great opportunity and we cannot let this opportunity go away. We have to make use of this opportunity. So that means we need to keep studying Bhagavad Gita. We need to keep attending this class every day. And we should bring more and more devotees to this class. So that way we can all make thousands and thousands of devotees. And we can distribute this Bhagavad Gita everywhere. So then based on this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, the Dharma can be established in this world. So when Dharma is flourishing everywhere, then we can see only goodness in the society, nothing else. So that way by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished this sloka number 39 in the 10th chapter. Hare Krishna. I will stop now and we'll discuss if any questions are there. Hare Krishna.